Hello everybody, it's Chrissy from Chrissy's Beautiful Life. Welcome back to 30 Days of Sketches 7. We are on to day 7 and today's sketch is from October afternoon. It was chosen by Jackie, who's JQ Crafty over here on YouTube, and she was one of the November challenge winners from my Facebook group, and this is the sketch that she chose. I'm going to tell you, I struggled with this one. There's something about that big title that threw me off, which is really strange for me because I'm normally very good with titles, but I don't know, there's just something about this one that I struggled with. So what I ended up doing was going ahead and pulling out some more of this magical birthday collection. This is the collection I received from Scrapbook Your Joy. I'm guest designing with this collection for her. And I felt like I've scrapbooked Jackson and I've scrapbooked Barrett, so it was time to scrapbook Sean and have all three of my boys documented with this collection. Grabbed that photo that you can see there, and this is what I'm going to do. With the sketch, it flew together, thankfully. That part's nice. It doesn't look anything like the sketch, though. I kind of just took the idea of having that long strip where you can see where it would be really cool with a bunch of border strips or something like that. I took that idea of having the long little strip there with the photo angled, and that's what I took from the sketch. It's like I rotated it a little bit, and that's honestly, guys, that's all I was able to get out of the sketch, and that's okay. You get to use sketches in any way you want. That's the beauty of them. You find something, maybe it's just this little tiny piece of the sketch, get inspired by it and create your layout. You do not have to fully scrap lift the sketch in order to be inspired by it. So let's talk about what I did with this particular layout and the products that I used. I started, you can see, with that black kind of banner. I love that piece of pattern paper. It's probably my favorite one from the entire collection. I also, with the background paper, off camera, I had done a little stenciling with my favorite white acrylic metallic paint and a stencil. So there's a little bit of extra something underneath that. I was happy with it. I layered, you can see a few Project Life cards, the 4x6 ones. And I also fussy cut out the word birthday and the word boy. I wasn't happy with the way the birthday came out. So thankfully there was a sticker, and I just used the sticker, and you can see I had just used the cutout that I had done, the fussy cutting, and backed it. So there was a little bit of extra texture. I was finding all of that coming together, but a little too simplistic. So that's when I brought in the cut file. The cut file is from Confessions of a Paper Addict. It was part of the birthday release that happened this month, and I loved it. It's just the fun balloons, and it, with all the fun strings, it fit perfectly. My photo, like the little cluster I did for my matting, I guess, for my photo, it all just kind of tucked in there perfectly. So that is the basis of it. You can see I put the little red scalloped at the top, so there's a pop of red kind of shining in here and there. And then all that layering I did with the fussy cutting of the word birthday, I'm going to just cover it all up now because that's what you do. And I'm looking at it and I just struggled. So I went off camera and I decided to back the whole background and the layout and everything. I also switched everything. You can see it originally was on the right, and I'm switching everything to the left. I just worked better. It's a little awkward because Sean is kind of blowing off the candles and blowing out of the layout, and I normally like to have my subjects looking into the layout, but it works because Nora's on the side there, and really it didn't need a certain orientation for that. I'm working with it. So that's what I kind of did within the collection. I then went outside of the collection to work and grab just a very few slight little pieces. I grabbed the word party, today we celebrate you, and then the title, which is Hello 36. Last year, Sean turned 36, and he just turned 37 actually last week. So he just had a birthday. I get to document another one coming up soon. I was still thinking this was just a little too simple, so I'm going to stitch. I always find when I'm struggling, most anything I can find some way to stitch on something. So that's what I did. I just poked holes through the balloons and went and stitched around all of them in white, so it wasn't like a big random pop of color, but it just works. It kind of gives a little nod to having a little something extra. And that is going to do it. So you can see, like I said, I didn't really take a whole lot of inspiration from the sketch, but I got a little bit out of it. So that's all that matters. please make sure you head on over, check out what everyone else is doing with today's sketch. The links for everyone will be down below. If you're interested in this cut file, head on over to Confessions of a Paper Addict, the Etsy shop. It's all there for you. There's tons of celebratory themes, or like she did a whole bunch. I think she did like 8 of them. So there's a bunch over there for you to choose from. And I hope you enjoyed this. This was a quick one today, which is nice because some of mine have been a little bit longer. Yeah, sometimes I have more to say than other days. And I guess when the process is easy, something like this, it's a little bit shorter. So enjoy that. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Bye.